Greetings, my fellow members of the United States Junior Chamber, and welcome to this special edition of JCTV. We're coming to you from our nation's capital, inside the Beltway in Washington, D.C. We're here with President Crystal and her team as they make perhaps their biggest stop on the BzzzTour. And as we mentioned in the last several episodes of JCTV, the BzzzTour team has been running around the whole country, meeting with chapters, business and civic leaders, and spreading the word on the JCI initiative, Nothing But Nets. And while they've made incredible progress raising awareness for Nothing But Nets, on a larger level, chapters are getting the opportunity to understand how to achieve successful advocacy for any issue they decide to take on. I'll bring you more from DC in the next episode, but I'd like to go ahead and give a huge shout out to President Crystal and her whole team for all their hard work. And that includes my man Aaron here. Aaron, come here. Say hello to the JCI world. Come here. Come here. Hello.
What's up?
Now get out of here. So, next June 25th through 28th of 2014, that is, the United States Junior Chamber will descend upon Baltimore, Maryland, just like, let's check how far, 39.9 miles from where we stand that way. I'm not real sure. Anyway, for the annual meeting, that's where it'll be. Registration has already begun, goes through now through December 31st. The link is below. Now, I'm not going to go too far into the ins and the outs of the meetings because, frankly, I don't want to steal the thunder of this week's guest, foreshadowing. But we'll say that if it's anything like Seattle, there'll be a guy named Pickle there, pinning a pickle on people, on the few, the proud, those worthy of being pickled. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and welcome this week's guest, Jennifer Ray. Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us on JCTV.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Now, State President's Coach Jennifer Ray, even though only just over a month has passed since our last annual meeting, we're already gearing up for Baltimore in 14. Now, can you give us a preview of what's in store in 14 in Baltimore?
I'm glad you asked that question. There is so many benefits to coming to a national convention, and I couldn't be more excited for it to be in Baltimore in 2014. I'm not originally from Maryland, but Baltimore has become my hometown. It's a great place to visit. So for nothing else, just to come and visit and get a crab cake is one of the greatest reasons to come to national convention. Of course, the other reasons are also the opportunities to meet people from around the entire country. We belong to this organization where the impact we make is felt in our local chapter, and sometimes we see our chapter, we see our community, we may even see across the state. We don't always see the impact we truly have across the nation. And that's the great thing with the National Convention. You get to bring all these people together, all these members across the entire country, to share ideas, to talk about the impact everybody has had together, to recognize how much impact we've had as a national organization and within our communities across the entire country. But more than that, you also have a chance to learn. You get to learn about different professional development, leadership development, and of course, the most important aspect of all, you're building relationships. You're making friends, you're having fun, because after all, it's all about us coming together, having fun while we're creating this impact, while we're empowering the next generation of leaders, and having that fun while we're doing it. And so those are just some of the great opportunities you have at a national convention. Of course, there's elections, there's the 10 Outstanding Young Americans Toya celebration, which is our marquee event of the year as we recognize individuals who have just done phenomenal things. And then we'll have plenty of excursions so you can really see what Baltimore has to offer.
Jennifer Ray, thank you so much for joining us today on JCTV.
Thank you for having me here.
From here in D.C., I'm going to throw it back to our studio in Athens, Georgia, where JCTV correspondent Naja Bradley will tell us who's in this week's spotlight. Naja?
Thanks, Matt, but are you sure you're in D.C.? That big bell behind you looks a lot like the Liberty Bell. Did you get on the wrong plane again?
Yes, Naja, I actually am in D.C. This is not Philadelphia. Little trivia fact here. This bell is an exact replica of the Philly bell, except for the little crack in that one. So, book a good eye, though. But it's twice as big. So it's not an exact replica, like I just said. I was lying to you. So, yeah, I do that a lot.
Well, you learn something new every day. The Sheboygan, Wisconsin Jaycees are hosting their 60th annual Brat Days, as we speak, actually. It's the 3-day event from Thursday, August 1st through Saturday, August 3rd, and the first Brat Day was held on Thursday, August 13th in 1953, Matt. That's before even you were born. The event is the largest fundraiser in the Sheboygan Jaycees, and all proceeds are given back to the community primarily through donations. Over the past 10 years, the Sheboygan Jaycees have donated over $300,000 back to the community to many different causes and projects within Sheboygan County. Past organizations that have received donations include the Field of Dreams, Above and Beyond Children's Museum, JC Quarry View Park, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, Area High School Scholarship Program, the American Red Cross, the American Cancer Society, and so many more. This project is a huge undertaking, and the committee meets year-round to ensure they continue to celebrate their city's heritage while developing membership's leadership skills. More info on that event is in the link below. I'm Naja Bradley for JCTV. Back to DC.
Thanks, Naja. And thanks to this whole newfangled interweb thing, we can accomplish so much more than we used to in terms of professional development. You'll be surprised how much you can learn on this here interweb. And the United States Jaycees are among those content providers ready to help us develop professionally online with their weekly webinars. If you haven't registered for a weekly webinar, you should do it. Awesome stuff. You can register for upcoming series such as what's going August 1st, leveraging social media to your advantage. August 6th, project planning and introduction to PMG. August 15th, dress for success. Yes. August 20th, bring back the fun, giving out incentives. August 22nd, everything you need to know about search engine optimization, session 1. So it's not everything, it's just half. Then August 27th, everything else you need to know about SEO, session 2 of 2. August 28th will be the new member orientation, and August 29th, the art of negotiation. So they're even more than weekly. Register at the link below and find the recorded webinars at the USJC's YouTube channel that you're watching right now. Week after week, episode after episode, webinar after webinar of incredible stuff you need to know. You'll be developed professionally, I promise. Now, since we're in DC, let's talk about senators and ambassadors. Except these are JC senator ambassadors, so there'll be fewer scandals to talk about. And when I first got into JC's, I always wondered, who are these older folks walking around calling themselves senators? Later, I learned that JCI senatorship is a district honor by which members are recognized for their achievements while enabling them also to attain contact with the organization for the life. That's right, JC's for life. It is the highest honor one can receive from the Junior Chamber International. Now, a JC ambassadorship recognizes those who have served the United States Junior Chamber and their community with the highest distinction and greatest contribution. This honor recognizes individuals for their outstanding service, involvement, and commitment by nominating them as an ambassador, which is the highest honor bestowed upon a JC in the United States. Basically, those who have been basically a good ambassador, aptly named. We'll, of course, put a link below where you can nominate worthy candidates for JCI senators and USJC ambassadors. Well, folks, that is once again just about enough out of me. You know, if I were in the city of Compton, I would probably request that you just chill to the next episode. But I'm here in Washington, D.C. I should probably say I probably shouldn't make that joke here. This is a family show. It's an old joke anyway. Now let's get out there and make the world a better place. Until next time.